everybody, it's Tommy Jo and we're back to sew our signature into our cover. I'm not sure how, I've never done this on camera because it's kind of intricate work and I'm not sure I'm got the space, but I'm going to move forward. The other thing is with this journal, it's going to be kind of trial and error because I haven't done this before where I haven't really measured here. Well, I've measured, but I haven't really poked holes through here. So anyways, just bear with me. So what we want to do first is we want to poke our holes in our book. So I want to put this aside. I've got a book cradle, which I put my book in like this when I poke the holes. And I've got a little bag that has my clips, my awl, it's got my clips, it's got my waxed thread, it has my needles, and it has various, these are all the different various templates that I've used to make journals. So usually what I try to do is just pick one out of there. So the first thing I want to do though is I want to get this book or this signature clipped together. So what I do is I just split it. I find the center and I push this center in with my hand. And then I want to clip this side. Okay. Then I'm going to kind of turn it over because I want to do opposite sides. So I'm pushing it in down here and I'm going to clip this side. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. And then I'm going to do the opposite sides. What I want is these all the way, this all the way into the edge. I want to make sure that's tight in there. Whoa. Okay, and then I want to find a template that'll work for me. It's got to be 3. This one right here will work. This is the top, and I have 3 spots marked already. So I'm going to get my pencil, and I'm going to actually mark those in my. I'm going to hold this right here in between and I'm going to mark these with my pencil and hope that I can see them when they're in the book cradle. Okay, perfect. So now I take my book cradle, and this is the part I don't know if you'll be able to see with it in here, and I take my awl and I need to find where I made those marks. So let's find the first one. Okay, let's find our center, which is right here. And I'm gonna just push that down in the book cradle. I'm gonna find my next one, which is right here. And then I'm gonna find my next one, which is right here. And perfect. So now I'm going to take it out of the cradle and I'm going to just look and make sure, yep, that they went all the way through. So I don't know if you can see, but there's one right here. There's a center one right there. And then the bottom one is right there. So I'm going to just push my awl through there a little bit more to make that hole just a little bigger. Okay, now the tricky part here is I have to measure this. cover. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that I have it right in half. So I want to take this and fold it inside out and make sure I've got the center marked right here, okay? Then I'm going to take my first we got to make sure we have the top. We do. So this is my top right here. Okay, so I've got this folded in half and I'm on the center. Get rid of my ties and I'm going to take my template and I'm going to try to position it. If you can see right here, there's a lot of space and just a little. So I want to move it down. And usually the easiest way is to measure that, but I'm going to do it just by eye because I think we can. And I think that looks pretty good. So with that in mind, I'm going to take my awl and make a hole. So I started it, now I can see where it's got to go. All the way through. Okay. There's one. Okay. Find my top again. Okay, so there's one. Here's another one right here. And I just want to open this up so I'm not pushing through, you know, the wrong things. Okay, and there's another one. And then we just have to do our last one. Now this is just going to make it easier. I could probably just poke right through there and poke right through here. But it's there. Still make sure I find my center one again. Okay. Okay, there's my center, is right there. Just going to do it again just to be sure. And then this one right here. Okay, all right. So now I need to get my thread, a needle, and my wax. This is wax thread. I think I got it on Amazon. And I want to put these away. And I need to get a needle out of there. And I want one with a very large eye. Not too large, like this one's big here, but I think it would make an awful big hole. I don't think we need one quite that big. Ooh, that's a small one. I don't know why that one was upside down. I about poked myself. Let's try one like this. I'm going to put these back in here so I don't lose any. I have puppies that wander around in my room, so I have to be really careful. Okay, so when you do a journal, if you're familiar, you'll know this. If you're not familiar, when you measure your string, they say, I'm not sure who they are, the journaling community, I guess, I don't know. Anyways, they say your string should be, when you start out, 3 times the length of your spine. And I'll be honest with you, I used to do that and I wasted so much. So I usually do 2.5 or just over 2.5. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's a little over 1/2. And you need a string for each signature. And this is a one signature journal, so I only need one. How easy is that? But normally you would have, you know, if you have a 3 signature, you're going to cut 3 of those. Okay. Now we're going to see if we can get this. You have to kind of, this is pretty thick and it's wax, so I have to kind of squeeze it with my thumb to make it flat in order to go through the eye of the needle. Okay. Okay, here we go, and we want a tail on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down through the middle. I want to make sure I'm at the top and the top. Okay. In the top, okay. So I want to go down through the middle hole that we poked right here, and I need to find the hole in my cover from the middle, and I think that that is, let's see, oh, it's right here. So there's the middle, okay, of my cover. So I'm going to push that through, and sometimes it's real thick. I will end up using like needle nose pliers, and I'm going to do that right now so I don't poke myself. I just keep like regular right out of the toolbox out, and I just use that to pull it through. I'm going to pull it through, and then you can either go top or bottom. It doesn't matter after this, but you want to make sure that you hold on to your tail. Here, I hope I'm in camera. You want to make sure that you hold on to your tail. And you want to come through your bottom hole here of your cover, and then the bottom hole of your signature. And there we go. I'm going to pull that. And then you can do one of two things. You can go back down the middle, come up through here, and then tie. Or you can go all the way down and then come up through the middle. So I'm going to go down through the bottom, which is how I normally do a 3-hole. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way. Here's my tail. I'm going to take this and I'm going to poke it through the hole here. Hope you can see that. And then through the hole in my cover, which is right here. Okay. Poke that through. Okay, now what we need to do is come back up through the middle. So now we've got our tail, we've got it going all the way down. Now we want to come back up through this middle without going through. We don't want to break open this thread that we already have through here, or our string. So I'll pull this one real tight this way. Try to get this one up through there without going through that string. Okay, much better. All I'm doing is pulling them and kind of trying to get them, you know, more even. They're even enough anyways. So now that they're on either side of here, I can go ahead and pull this tight, and I want to make sure that our back is tight, and it is. We can go ahead and tie, I tie a double knot, kind of like a square knot. Okay, and then if you want to put something on the ends of these, you can. So I'm not going to cut those off in case somebody wants to add something to the end when they get the journal, but I'm just going to tuck them in here. I'm just going to kind of tuck it in under the string there, and they can choose what they want to do with those. Okay, Or maybe what I can do is I'll tie a bow. Maybe I'll do that. I'll tie a bow, and you can leave it as a bow. You can untie it and add something, whichever you prefer. So let's do that. That'll be pretty. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Okay, that looks good. All right, I want to go ahead and put my needle away. And I came up with a really good idea for the front. I hope you like it. In the last video, I think I toyed with putting one of our homemade flowers on the front. And I came up with a different idea. And I like it. So let's put our binding stuff away. Okay. So now we have our journal, and our journal's in, it's sewn in, and we've got just a single stitch on the side. I love it. I'm going to leave it open because I think I'm going to add a couple extra things in here. But for all intents and purposes, we just have to put our front on and then we're done. And so this is what I came up with. So I had a piece of this paper left, and I went into my stash of Digital Collage Club stash, and I got these cards. See, I had this out because I thought I was going to use that, but I might put that in it. And I had these cards, and I went ahead and cut out 2 of them and surrounded them in that gold like I did on the pages. And I put this one, oh my gosh, this looks so pretty. So I just kind of ripped this paper here, and I thought, how about that if we do it like that? That would be so pretty. And I couldn't decide if I wanted this one because it was more neutral, or I wanted this one, and I really think I like this one because it brings out the different colors. So that's the one I'm going to put on. I hope you love it. And what I'm going to do, because it's fabric, is I'm going to go ahead and use fabric tack, but I want to go ahead and sew around this. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to come back and we'll glue that on, and then our journal will be done. I think I'm going to put a few additions in it, but that'll be a surprise for whoever gets it. So I'm going over to my sewing machine. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got that sewn on. If you can see, it's double stitched around. I think I'm just going to trim these threads off. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down right there. And we're going to call that done. I'm going to use my fabric tack. So I'm going to bring my glue book over so I can put it on my glue book. And I want to put quite a bit of glue on because it is going to be right on the front cover, and you know, so this journal will hopefully get used. And so I want to kind of flatten this glue out and make sure it goes all the way out to the edges. And then flatten this center part. Cool, I think that'll do it. I'm pretty excited over this. When I saw these, I thought, oh, how pretty that would be. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right in the middle. Then this is a little ripped piece, but I don't want to lose it. I want to keep that on there. So I'm going to make sure that I glue that down, and hopefully that will stay right there. Okay. What do we got right here? Oh yeah, let me glue this piece down so that it stays as well. There. Okay, I love it. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, our 500 subscriber giveaway journal is complete. And I'm going to go ahead and add a few extras in there for whoever wins the journal. And of course I sign all my journals, so I will sign it for you. So let's tie it up and see how she looks. I hope you love it. And you're not disappointed that I didn't use that other flower on the front cover, because I think this one is beautiful and I was kind of missing the gold. So there's our journal. So front, back, you can see the signatures in there. Pretty nice. I think whoever gets this is going to be happy with it. I know I would be. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to go through and I'm going to print out all the comments of everybody that has commented on the, I think we have 7, this will make 7 or 8 videos in the series. So every comment I'll print out. I'm going to tear them apart. I saw somebody do this. I'm going to tear them apart, fold them up, put them in a hat, and then I'm going to pick one. So obviously the more times that you've commented on any of the videos, the more chances you have to win. So what you have to do is you have to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you've done all 3, then I'll print the comment, and that's what will go in the drawing. And I'm going to print out every comment. So if you have commented on every video, then you will have that many entries into the drawing. So sorry, if you have a minute, go back through and watch all the videos, or you can scrub through them or whatever, but you need to make sure that you've liked every video, that you're subscribed to my channel, and that you've left a comment, and then you'll be eligible for the drawing. So good luck, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate all my subscribers. I've only had a few comments on each video, and yet it seems like we have 500 and some subscribers. So I'd really like to see more. Give everybody a chance. Those who have already commented, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I'll be back for the drawing. Bye everybody. Have a great day, and thank you so much. See you in the next video.